All right, and everyone, welcome to Brutally Honest Reviews. My name is Bobby. With me, we got Evan, Justin, and this week's guest, Gabe. We are reviewing Super Troopers 2, which was directed by
Chandra Geskar.
Chandra Jeshkar.
We're so sorry, we suck.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a synopsis. Gabe, what did you think of this movie? Initial thoughts. We'll do spoiler free.
Do you want me to do a synopsis, or do you
let's have someone who's seen Super Troopers do a synopsis.
Okay, give it to us.
Okay. So basically, we're back together with the gang. The whole point of the movie is that Vermont is expanding its borders into Canada.
No. Go into Super Troopers 1 first.
Oh.
So explain what Super Troopers is in general first.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I haven't seen it in quite some time.
Justin?
Super Troopers 1 was about anything? Well, yeah, Super Troopers 1 was about them coming across drug smuggling, ironically, to Canada, I believe.
So the movie is kind of something that you kind of get into if you like the characters, and exactly, you get into the movie because you like the characters. It's like any silly comedy. It's like Step Brothers. It's like etc. So for me who's seen Super Troopers going into it, I actually really liked it. But for someone else who didn't, I can understand why the comedy can be a little bit jarring and kind of over the top. But yeah, that's pretty much the synopsis, and 2 is kind of taking up from that point. And Super Troopers 2 is actually crowdfunded, which is very interesting to me because I do film. So, yeah.
All right.
Reactions.
Justin,
Possibly.
what'd you think, Justin? Just initial thoughts.
I genuinely thought this movie was amazing. That was like the perfect sequel to an already really stupidly not needed movie.
All right, Gabe, what'd you think?
It was terrible.
Why?
I really like the first one. It's none of the jokes land. A lot of the callbacks are just cringy. No. This movie didn't need to be made, and they should refund the fans that crowdfunded it. It was bad.
That bad.
Really?
It was bad.
If you go back and watch Super Troopers 1, the jokes are pretty much like the same caliber. Like they're the same.
Yeah, but I was like 13 when that came out.
Yeah, I know. I did watch that. That was a little bit stupid, but
That's funny. That was my text when I was in the theater to you. And you were just like, you don't like it? And I go, no, because I'm not a 13-year-old boy. That's exactly what I said.
well,
so
we liked it. We saw
It's
it.
a slapstick stoner comedy.
So I never saw Super Troopers 1. We were going to do the podcast, so I saw Super Troopers 2. I never saw it because the trailer looked stupid, and then I never saw it. And then I saw the trailer for this, and I didn't want to see it. So I went in, and I saw it, and okay, I like this brand of dumb, pointless, vulgar, inappropriate comedy. I like Step Brothers. I like The Hangover. I like 21 Jump Street. This is the end. Grandma's Boy, Pineapple Express. I like those movies. Those are good and they're funny. Yeah. Like the reason why The Hangover is funny with a naked Asian guy jumping out of a trunk beating someone with a crowbar, the reason why it's funny is because they earned that stupidity. I refuse to believe that if I saw Super Troopers 1, I would actually enjoy this movie. I'll take...
So disagree.
I'll take the... You know what? Maybe I'll even do it. If anyone in the comments really wants me to do it, I'll do it. And I'll be honest.
Make them.
I'll be honest.
I mean, you won't like it now. You're probably
No,
right
I'll
about
be
that.
honest. I will be honest.
You probably wouldn't like it now, knowing what 2 is, going back to 1.
I want to like movies. I'm not out here to be like, I'm proving to you that this is bad. I don't want that. I want to like movies. I want to like the things that I pay for. I want to enjoy myself all the time. And I envy people who can enjoy bad movies. But I can't do it. It was really silly. There was no jokes. I saw it in...
It was all jokes, but you didn't... They were probably over your head.
No.
Or under your head.
No, no good jokes is what I meant.
They were specific jokes.
I saw it opening night with a packed theater and no one laughed at all.
Oh man, we saw it with a packed theater and everyone laughed.
Pity laughs.
There was no pity laughs. There was
Me and Taylor were dying. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let's go. So,
crying.
even if people care about spoilers, but let's go from...
You can't spoil this movie.
Let's go from
What
the
plot?
first scene. Let's go from the first scene on.
I don't remember the first.
All right.
Okay? So we open up, and
you
there's...
didn't like that. You didn't like the opening? Because I thought the opening was fucking genius.
I don't...
If you saw the first one.
Okay.
But also...
I just remember it
I'm
was
gonna
two
disagree
B-list
with that
actors.
because
You hated it?
the opening in the original one is great, and it's a really memorable thing with the whole these snozberries taste like snozberries,
Yeah.
and everybody's had that moment where you get pulled over the cops and you're like, oh crap,
Yeah.
and the kid eats all the drugs
Yeah.
and he's just tripping. That's hilarious. This one is just like weird dream sequence.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. I don't know.
You just swore.
I did just swear. Sorry.
You're breaking your own rules, man. This is PBS. We keep it clean here.
You
I
paid
don't
for
know.
this. Wait, you don't. That's
It was
PBS, sorry.
it was so over the top though. I just really liked it. I liked the whole. It basically what was happening is it was a dream sequence that you find out later. Been seen before. Blah blah blah. But basically, the people from the original movie, Super Troopers, were fired from the police force, and now they're just traveling, I guess, the world in this van or trailer per se. And they become this kind of weird band
Really?
called Bacon and.
I think they're crackling bacon.
Crackling bacon, yeah.
I don't know.
I like when they
I was
made
dying.
Wayans and Stifler almost kiss. I liked that part.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
From the opening, so it said Super Troopers 2. I knew I was going to hate the movie the second that the bus drove through the letters.
Oh yeah, it was cheeseball.
That was
It was
that was-
cheeseball.
I was like,
That was bad,
that's like
yeah.
Deadpool taking a letter out of his speech bubble and then beating someone with it. Like,
No, that's great.
it's
though.
that's
so
okay.
That's
corny.
good from Deadpool. Though.
That's
He's
what
aware.
Deadpool does. That's my point.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
sure, that's not
point
what
I'm
Super Troopers
making.
does.
Super Troopers doesn't break the fourth wall of the bold.
But it was a dream,
Text.
though. Looking back to the context, it wasn't a dream.
Why is there a title in a
The,
dream?
the title sequence doesn't.
know why there was a
shouldn't
dream.
allowed to be part of a dream sequence and get away with it though. I thought that was a crap title sequence.
So we got two B-list actors who I don't remember the names of, and they show up and they're cops and they're like, "Whoa, crackling bacon! I love you guys." And then
you don't remember
this,
American Pie, dude?
you
You don't love crackling bacon?
they're so good. They have so many classics.
Crackling Bacon is such a good name.
So you know what? I will give that movie that. I would listen to a band called Crackling Bacon. I would. But then they had the thing being like, Juicy Lucy's in the back. And I saw that come in. I'm like, they're just going to push him out.
I actually
Yeah.
didn't. I thought they were going to make him smoke like the worst bong ever.
No, I kind of saw
I
it too
saw it
because
coming.
I was thinking
Really?
while they were doing it, I was like, but how long is this bus? So
You were thinking way too into that.
I'm thinking about stuff like that. I was like, how long is this bus though, really?
That thought might have entered my mind, but I definitely was like, they're just going to get him so high they don't know where they are.
Yeah.
That's who you thought Juicy Lucy was? You thought it was a
Yeah.
bong?
Yeah, why not?
Get your mind out of the gutter, sir.
Gutter, they were on the bus. They were on.
They were hookers.
They were called Crackling Bacon. That wasn't a far reach.
I liked when
They were
tossed
smoking
the dead dude
tobacco,
out.
all right, on that bus.
Were they?
Yep.
Prove
Oh,
it.
you like when they tossed the dead guy out onto the cop car? 'Cause you can't not.
I like
laugh
how
at that
he was like, look, he's dead and he's cool, and he's like,
They're like, oh, they can go.
there's a couple of chuckles in it, but it's,
Yeah.
I think overall, the movie's a force, and it didn't need to be made. The original, I don't even say it stands up. I like that, and I like Beer Fest, but I saw them when I was a kid, so I thought that stupid humor was funny. But I still say Das Boot sometimes for Beer Fest. Okay?
Yeah, same.
I still stand by that if you like Super Troopers 1, that like this was joke after joke after joke after joke. Like it was awesome. Like
Yeah.
if you like how cringeworthy Favre is, I don't even know how to say his name. Favre? Like Brett
Farva?
Favre?
Farva.
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 Yeah. I got a kick out of that. But you know,
Farva's just a
not
boss.
everybody likes it, I guess. You know?
I feel like he's more cringy in this and tells worse jokes.
Yeah.
I didn't think he told worse jokes. I thought he was definitely cringy.
The whole after the bear thing, I was like, all right,
No, that wasn't.
you're done with your puns, sir. All right.
Yeah, but those were intentionally bad puns.
Yeah, it was
for
really
sure.
bad.
Well, here it feels like they took originally like Farva like at least had some kind of like human redeeming qualities, kind of in the first one.
What?
Kind of like he was.
I hope he died every step of that first movie.
He had a conscience, is what I mean. Like he
He
actually
did?
like yeah, because he had like motives. Like In other words, like he was trying.
Motives and not a conscience.
He was trying to go behind the police back that he worked that he worked for and join the other police force. So he had other motives. Where in this one, they kind of just dissolved him into a big joke, which
He's Farva. That's the whole reason
he's
there.
Farva.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think that. I mean, I can chalk this one up to just basically that people who liked it. People who didn't like it won't like it.
Yeah.
Did you feel that they aged at all?
I actually felt like that was pretty spot on. Because if you would have told me this is like filmed 5 years after the original movie, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, no, not nearly 18 years, I think. 16,
I think
16
15 years between the movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't look like they aged much at all.
Yeah.
they
It's
look the
weird.
same.
It's pretty good.
Jay Chandra, whatever his name is, he
So
looked a
disrespectful.
little bit older. He looked a little bit older, but everybody
Yeah.
else like didn't
Who's
age.
that? The captain?
The director.
The director.
That's
Oh.
Thorny.
The one
Oh.
who was chopping down the tree.
I was gonna say the captain. You can know that he's older.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to be
he's-
racial profiling or anything, but yeah, him.
Oh, why do you say that?
Because he is
I
of
say
Indian
he's
descent.
Indian.
So
Well,
they
is
age
he
more?
Indian?
I didn't know that.
I mean, based on his last name.
I don't see people as
Not
color.
American. Well, you might be American. All right, that's
I don't
just
do
it.
that.
Wow, man. Yeah, you just.
All right, he was born in Chicago, so I'm a prep.
Yeah, you're a jerk.
Yeah, I know what I am.
So
Whatever.
So I feel let's get past the opening scene.
that's past the opening. Where are we
The
now?
opening, we then go to a construction site where they're making cock jokes.
I loved it. I mean,
Yeah, me too. It was great.
I mean, we've all been there. You all
I
had
don't
a
know.
cock gun in your hand and say, "Hey."
I've made so many.
when
cock
I was in
jokes
high
my day.
school, yeah, I did it when I was 16 and stupid.
Bobby, I would do it at 27.
I think you would have liked
Nah.
this scene if you saw the
Shamelessly.
first one.
I
Because if
think if I saw this when I was 13, I would have loved it.
Hey, what did you
Maybe.
think of the leader
I'm
of
an
Cola?
adult.
Because I feel like if you didn't see the first one, that's not going to transition well at all.
I don't
Yeah, I
even
didn't
know
get
what
that.
that is.
I didn't get that until I rewatched the original.
Really?
Yeah.
The leader.
That was like
What's
a
the leader
big
of
Farva
Cola?
line.
I saw that come back. He's like, if
forgot.
you get 10 liters of cola, you'll get a free dessert. And he's just like, did you say a liter of cola? It was so good. That callback was amazing.
It was
What-
bad.
what-
It was
I don't like the joke in the original one, but that is a big Farva joke from the original movie. They should have did a Snosberries line. They did
should've
have
done
Jim
Snosberries
Gaffigan
line.
come back and basically reenact his scene from the other side.
He
which I
looked
thought
way
was-
older. He looked like
way
crap.
older. I
Yeah.
turned to Rob, who I was at the movies with, and I said, he was in the first one? He's like, yeah, he was just way skinnier. I guess that was before
yeah.
he had his love for Hot Pockets.
So cock jokes.
Cock jokes.
They get a call. They go down and they meet that guy, and they meet that guy in the cabin in the middle of the woods, and they're all there. And then they meet up with shirtless director. He's chopping down a tree, and they're like, "Hey, come with us because things are happening." He goes, "All right," and then they go and they meet up in a cabin in the woods, and then the mustache man shows up making more cock jokes and stuff, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "Oh no, he's here," and then I'm like, "Yeah, this movie exists," and then they all just start doing stupid stuff. Then they go and he's got his thing and he's like, and then it explodes, and then that was really funny. And then they go and they meet up with a bunch of Canadians, and that's.
I thought the Canadians were actually
Tell me more in your
pretty
tone how much you
shit.
dislike this
Yeah.
movie.
That's honestly, that was my major frustration throughout the movie, because I feel like they don't know the difference between a Canadian accent, a French Canadian accent, and whether or not someone could do either of those well.
There isn't a
Yeah.
difference. There's just no difference in the movie.
They're just like, they're doing like,
They could have gotten better actors.
fromage and stuff. It's like, it's terrible.
Yeah, they've got
Will
the guys.
Sasso, this is the only time I've ever seen him in a movie. I've only ever seen him in like Mad TV.
The whole
and different
movie was
skits.
terrible. Wasn't that
Will
the
Sasso?
point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
in a lot
big
of
dude.
ways.
The
It
big
was
dude
it's
from
not supposed
Mad
to be
TV,
super
yeah.
serious.
I can't
He's the
fathom
one I
that
didn't
they would
know.
have been like, hold on, guys, we need to get these accents accurate because this is a serious movie that people are going to analyze.
No.
If the accents were as dumb as the rest of the movie, I would have
Yeah.
disliked if it was so spot on. I'd be like, what? Why is this the only thing?
I
in
don't
the
think it
movie
was
that's
done
accurate?
funny. I think it was just done like, this just sounds bad.
None of the movie was done funny. It was all done stupid.
I was disappointed because I listen to Kevin Smith, and when Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier on their podcast do Canadian accents, it's so funny.
It's
so
fudging
funny.
terrific, man.
It's so funny.
I love it. It's excellent, excellente.
Well, anyway, my point is that they
just
could
cut
have
me in.
Catch was
they
mint.
could have hired someone who would have done a better job, more like a funnier job.
The other guy was from Somebody Mary Berry, or also it's like something Orgy. I remember him from.
My good old fashioned American Orgy.
Yeah,
That's a really good movie, but
you should watch that before you watch this.
he was so bad in this.
Yeah.
He was so bad in this. Yeah, I don't know. He was the worst of them. No, Will Sasso was probably the best Canadian, and that's not saying
No,
much.
the best Canadian was.
Who was the actor from Parks and Rec? What's his name?
Rob Lowe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was in it, and he had hair.
Did you like him in
He
that?
had hair.
He had hair. He had longer hair than he typically does.
Oh, okay. You said the mustache man earlier too, and I was very confused who you meant because like they're all cops. They all got mustaches, man.
They do have mustaches, but I just remember keenly this overweight man with this weird little mustache. That's regulation.
Okay, that's Farva. That's Farva.
So yeah, it's Farva. And
Regulation.
It's regulation. And,
One thing we did love was Canadian Farva.
Speak for yourself, dude.
Yeah,
Canadian
yeah.
Farva! Oh my god, that weirdo.
Well, when I said we, when I say we, just to clarify, I mean me and my girlfriend,
no, me too.
and Taylor,
They're all together.
and Justin.
And Justin.
I
Plus
guess
Taylor.
Justin's my girlfriend.
I keep on looking over at you. I need approval for jokes, all right?
Oh, boy.
I'm self-conscious.
So that happens, and then they get in a big fight, and they're like, America, and everyone's like, no, and then they throw stuff at them, and I was like, this is good, and then
Do you mean you liked it? Or
and
you
then
didn't
they
like it?
and then they leave, which was great, and
So you don't like these things.
He does not like a second of this
Evan.
He
movie.
likes the part where they
Evan.
cut away from anybody actually.
so they go
talking.
back, and
He
then
likes all like the B-roll.
the
basically.
three terrible actors
all he
from
likes.
before with 3 different accents from 3 different areas. They show up and they're like, "We're here," and they're
Wait,
just
was that
like,
their
"Yeah,
point?
you are." What?
Was that their point?
Their point of what?
Like, did they literally have different accents every time they were on screen?
No.
Like,
I'm
intentionally?
saying that there were 3 people together,
kinda
and
did,
all of
though.
them had 3 different accents.
Right.
Oh, okay.
No,
They're
they
all
never
long.
stuck to accents. Because remember the part where, what's
The
his
skinny
name?
dude was not
Will
sticking
Sasso was trolling.
during the hockey game.
Yeah, during the
he's
hockey
talking
game,
about
he was-
Danny DeVito. That's the only.
Yeah, the Danny
only-
DeVito trolling.
That's
scene.
one of the only things in the movie where I was like, this is kind of funny. I see where they were trying to go with it.
I think
Yeah.
that was hilarious for the most part.
Yeah.
But I love mostly where the second Canadian, I don't remember.
Skin-
names.
There's Skinny.
I can
there's
see them
guy
now,
from
yeah.
guy from Reaper, and then there's Will Sasso, who's the big guy.
Guy from Reaper. Is
Well, I
that
know
the
who
guy that
Tyler
looks like Stephen
Labine
King
is
sort of?
because he
no,
was in
Reaper was a comedy. It was not very good. It's probably why you don't know it.
That's the theme of tonight's party.
Good old fashioned American orgy guy.
the guy.
That's
Okay,
what-
the guy I'm talking about
Oh,
though.
just say that. It's somebody
That's-
Mary Berry. That's what I remember.
It's
from
easier
that
to
and the Orgy
say.
movie.
It's easier to say Reaper guy than my good old fashioned American orgy.
Just
guy.
say Orgy Guy.
Can we say
That
orgy?
guy that had an orgy.
It's a movie title.
Okay, so they end up going to a strip club or something. They go to a strip club, and then Rob Lowe starts like speed bag punching some guy's dick.
That was.
I'm glad you touched on this. I wanted to say that in the movie
Whoa,
review.
not the turn of
You
phrase.
glad he touched on that too?
Yeah.
phrasing.
I
So
just
much
wanted.
phrasing.
I want to say right from here. That is the point where I walked out of the theater to play virtual reality Fruit Ninja, and I don't know what happens.
What?
Yeah.
You
No.
left?
No, I left.
Shit! Did you come back?
No, I went to go play virtual reality Fruit Ninja.
But did you
they had
come
it in the
back
lobby.
at all during the movie?
No.
So who is picking up the rest of the
Gabe?
play-by-play?
That'd be you, my friend.
Fact
Oh, I'm
checker.
not gonna-
That'd be
I'm not
you,
gonna
my
do a
friend.
whole play.
No, I truly don't know the play-by-play on this movie
I
because
don't
scene by
know.
scene it was
Forgettable?
Yeah.
truly yes, But scene by scene was also wildly irrelevant to what this movie was.
I happen to like very over the top, so dick punching. I was all for the dick punching.
I could give you.
I will
I
say
could give
that.
you more. I was gonna say with the wiener whacking little scene there. There's too many wieners in this movie. I don't want to see that in my movies.
Wasn't there only like 2?
I like good
What?
American fun. That's too many wieners.
You have no problem with a bunch of tits in the movie?
No,
Well, why the
Those
girls?
feed
The girls
children.
can't get some wieners.
no, those feed
The
children.
gay guys
those
can't
are
get
natural.
the wieners.
There was a lot of chill tits,
Nah.
but there was not a lot of chill D's.
To be fair, it
They,
is.
they weren't.
They
see?
were wild
They
D's.
were way in your face. They
There
were
was the
on
punching.
drugs.
Rob
penises.
Lowe punching
Nah,
bags.
this is a ridiculous
some
double
dude's penis.
standard. This isn't no. If you can have nudity in your movies, you can have dicks, you can have boobs. You
I
can
didn't
have
say
whatever
anything
you
about
want.
male chests. They can have male chests all they want.
That what? That's
No,
not even.
If they were
that's,
just
Gabe
showing
sexist.
that's
if
no.
they were just
or-
showing ball bag, okay.
this is a
Exclusive.
weak. This is a weak argument.
Exclusive ball bag.
This is a
We're
weak,
spending so much time on him punching a dick.
It's important.
weak argument.
It's
Yeah.
not even
The times we live in.
Yeah, but you gotta equate dick to vag.
Nobody won't.
I can
No.
I can
No.
not get the queef joke out of my head.
We need to get
That I
out.
liked actually.
We need to get out of this strip club.
All right.
We're on the strip club.
Nothing about queefs are funny.
Nope, that scene
These are hilarious.
hurt my sides. It hurt me.
When
These
was-
are hilarious. That's one of the parts I actually laughed at.
What
was,
queef?
I'm out. I'm out of this, man.
What queef?
I'm
Do you
out.
remember
When
the commercials?
Ramatan was taking those female hormone things.
It
was
said
like,
he would
Rod-
queef, but did he ever?
Yeah, but
queef?
they were like female Viagra pills, and he started like lactating at the end. Spoiler alert.
That was funny. Yeah.
Woo!
But they showed the commercial, and they're like, may cause, can I say bitchiness?
Yeah, you can say bitchiness.
They say it in the movie. They may cause bitchiness,
Say a lot
queefing,
of
and all these other things. They rifle it
They're
off.
like,
But it's actually it's a silly little commercial. I give it that.
it's just where the queefing came
Yeah.
from was just like such a hard word. It was like a hard line, like
And then there-
bitchiness, queefing.
And then they were
It
like,
was wild.
they're like, oh, they could say queef on Canadian TV.
I didn't think it was that funny. I thought it was
It's in
funny
there.
that they said you can say queef on Canadian TV. That was funny to me. The whole the
Queefing's
joke.
always
You
funny.
need a shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cut
But
all this out. This is
Anyway.
all fodder.
anyway, moving out of the strip club. Where are we after the strip club?
I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know.
You literally, genuinely don't know. So,
I think they go back to the police station.
Yep.
They let a bear in there, and they're like, whoa, who let this bear in there?
Yep.
And
Damn, when you do scene by scene, this movie sucks.
they end up chasing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more we do scene by scene, the more I'm like, this movie really falls apart.
Because after
yeah.
the strip club, it kind of just turns into a back and forth of pranks, and then the end.
I know. No.
There's
That-
no
There's-
sustenance to this
There's
movie.
the bear thing, and they're like, how do we get them back? They steal their clothes, they let them in the woods, and then they impersonate Canadian Mounties for a while, where they do the thing from the first movie that's a callback to, where they like pull people over and do ridiculous things. That's when the Jim Gaffigan thing happens. Then they come see him, and they're
Yeah, I didn't
saying,
think that was that funny.
Yeah, no.
then
No.
they come see
That
them, and
felt
they're like,
forced.
hey, you guys are impersonating Canadian officers. That's illegal. We're totally going to take your jobs away that you didn't have in the first place. And then they decide that they have the drug smuggling ring, and then they thwart them. and
Rob Lowe had the
happy-
drug smuggling ring.
happy movie.
Shocker.
Oh,
Such shocker.
Well, I
Also-
mean,
Rob Lowe the whole
it's
time.
not really supposed to set you
I
up for a
was-
twist.
I was thinking about this movie
was no
afterwards, and I was thinking, well, you know what? The only cliche it didn't have that I can give it credit for is the whole like rom-com guy falls for the girl that's way too hot for him, and then I thought, oh wait, that's in this movie too.
At
Yeah,
least
the-
she was
the,
Canadian.
She was the best Canadian.
She's from
acted
Quebec.
person
She's from Quebec.
yeah.
in
yeah.
there.
Did anybody watch Entourage? Which is a much better show than this is a movie.
I'm
No,
glad
my
I'm
point-
taking everybody
sounds-
down.
it sounds
She's
familiar.
Sloane
Hey,
from
you're taking everybody
Entourage.
down to Hate Will. Hate Will.
Woo! Jesus.
I mean, this is good. We kind of, yeah. I mean, are we done?
It's a low.
Are we?
It's a low-hanging fruit of a stoner comedy.
All right,
If
so-
you enjoy the first movie, you'll probably give it a watch.
This is
Give it
true.
a rent. Don't
You'll
go
probably
to the
like it
theaters.
at first and then find out it's shit.
If
while
you,
talking
I'm
about
looking at you right now. If you saw the first one, please go see the second one. If you just want to see the second one, have zero expectations of what to expect.
it, and you'll still be disappointed.
Well, no, don't be like Bobby and
I had no
play Fruit
expectation.
Ninja
I was like,
VR.
you know what? I'm gonna go in. I'm probably not gonna like this movie, but maybe I
And he
will
didn't.
because it'll just be like a stupid thing.
He didn't. He
And it
literally
was
texted
like,
us halfway
it's
through the
like
movie.
lower than my no expectations. It was like negative expectations. It was neg expectations.
You didn't watch the whole thing though.
Oh my god.
So-
yeah.
He didn't-
watch the whole thing. Really needed to put the pieces together. The first half of the
You
movie
never know.
really comes alive after you see the second part of the movie.
Seriously, he texts
never
us.
know.
Hold on, he texts us and he starts talking about plot lines and putting it together and
No,
shit.
I don't.
Kinda. I led you into it
No,
by
I
mistake.
don't. That's what you're saying is incorrect.
What
That's
happened
incorrect.
then?
I said I walked out of the theater. That's all I said. And then you were like, "Did you see Super Troopers 1?"
You're right. No,
and I
okay,
went,
you're right.
No, and you went, "There's your problem." I go, "I guarantee you that's not my problem."
It's not Star Wars, man.
Oh, I know that you don't.
Don't
When
go
I
down-
say that if
don't go
you've
down
seen
that
the
road.
first one, to watch the second one is like no. If you saw the first one, your expectations for the second one are not what maybe your expectations
It
were.
wasn't The Last Jedi.
And I feel like Gabe's an
I'll give it
outlier
that.
here. I'm just being like, this movie was a trash can.
Yeah, certainly was. This was as if they made Paul Blart Mall Cop an R-rated movie. That's this movie.
I'm offended.
Paul
There was a-
Blart had like
There's a sequel.
allegory.
no,
There's
no.
a sequel to that movie.
Paul
That-
Blart was a trash can.
What
With
this
allegory.
There's a
is.
sequel to it.
This
too.
isn't truly a trash
The
can.
best part of it is
It's
that they
art.
filmed part of it in South Shore Plaza Mall, and I'm like,
It's
hey,
the
I go
trash.
there.
This whole movie was filmed in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Was
Massachusetts gave it a $13 million
I know,
tax
like-
break.
I know.
Ugh.
I know at least like
Gross.
50 extras who work.
Pro
on
tip:
that.
we're from Massachusetts. Nobody knew that.
Hey, move closer.
Hey, we're from
You're gonna thank me later.
It's from.
Are we done?
It's because we have a green screen. I'm so sorry. And this table's shiny.
Justin's allowing all the green spill to encompass
I just
our
don't want to
table,
hug
which is
him.
fucking
He smells
shiny.
good. I just don't want to hug him.
Nice. Evan.
Sorry, I'm just that mad about it.
It's
It's really
So let's go. Let's.
Not easy.
You know what we can do? Let's give this movie letter grades, Gabe.
Letter grades?
Oh, we do letter grades here?
I
Yep.
like letter grades.
Okay.
You can do plus minus. You can do whatever you want, man. It's your world.
But F's the bottom.
yeah,
F minus is the bottom, technically.
F minus. There's no. You get an F, you fail. That's it.
Nope, F minus.
That's it.
No,
Good
no.
day,
No,
sir.
F minus is like
You lose.
trout.
I apologize for your ears if
So-
you're listening. With
It'll
two
be
things.
balanced.
Two things.
R.I.P.
Can you shut up? Two things. Three things actually. Don't talk over each other. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
The second thing is there's no F minus because that's just being not
No, there's
a
just an
proper
F, that's
This
what I
reviewer.
movie isn't an F minus, so it's okay.
And the third one is you're probably peeking because you didn't scream when I tested your audio. So
Next time, gonna scream when we test our mics. I'll give mine.
Things I can do.
I'm gonna give it a D, because I could watch the movie, but I wouldn't want to watch it again anytime soon, probably ever again.
All right, Evan.
as a properly prepared adult,
You watch
I'm
Super
giving
Troopers
this
after
a
it.
B minus.
Are you kidding me?
I really enjoyed how Super Troopers 2 was way funnier than Super Troopers 1.
I'd give this movie a D. I wouldn't say it's failing because it knows what it is. This movie didn't try to do something and fail. It knew what it was, and it knew it was bad, so it just was bad. So you can't hate it for that. I would hate a movie more if
right.
it tried to do something and then failed and fell on its face because of how incompetent the people making it were. But this movie wasn't that. It was just bad, and it knew it was bad, and it's fine. So a D because I didn't enjoy it, but it didn't fail because it succeeded in what it was trying to be, which was dumb. So
All right. I definitely give it a B minus. Sorry, Gabe. Couch Bay. I definitely give it a B.
Protesting!
You
Sir,
can come back.
Get back in your chair.
Would you just join us again?
Get back in your chair. You're dressed like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that was the point.
Guys, Mr. Rogers is back. No, I definitely give it a B minus because like I know what it's trying to be. It's not like it's probably like the best a Super Troopers movie could be, given who they are. Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a beer fest, which I don't know why we rank so much higher. That's also a complete shit show of a movie. It's fair. That's a fair analysis of what beer fest is.
It is a way better.
It's a B minus, man. It just balances out to at least a C by my math. All right.
So just one more thing I want
Also,
to
Bobby
mention.
can't even rate it. He wasn't there.
This is true. This
He
is
gave
true.
it as much of a chance
He
as
got to the cockpit
humanly
scene and just
could.
went D.
He gave it a good college
If you-
try.
If you don't like them, you're not really gonna like the movies regardless. If you don't like
Yeah,
the
that's
stupid
fair.
humor, you're not gonna like the movies regardless. So
Broken
that's
Lizard movies are
pretty
by
much-
no means serious.
Not even a little. Go watch Beer Fest.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
A better Broken Lizard movie.
Like and subscribe.